What's going on, everybody? This is Jonathan with Burgess Insurance, and this is Roof Talks. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the new and improved Roof Talks 2.0. We've got Wells here.
What's going on, man?
He is the man behind the camera. He's the guy who's going to be making it happen for us now. So really excited to bring you on as a partner, not only in Roof Talks, but in the business as a whole.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we're going to be producing content now on a weekly basis, really try and change the game in 2020. So,
absolutely, man. That's the plan, right?
Yeah, we're pumped. So wanted the first inaugural Roof Talks 2.0, you to be the first guest. So.
Well, I'm honored to be here, man. Thanks for having me on, for sure, dude. It's going to be a cool thing, dude. I think you see things from a new perspective, and business owners need to realize, like, dude, if you're not, creating content and putting stuff out there from a social media aspect, you're really behind the eight ball. So kudos to you for taking that first step,
Thanks, man. So, we want to go in. So these Roof Talks are all about you. So we want to know, before Wells was Welltel Media, where were we at? Were we with the little Canon? Did we have the pictures being printed at Walmart?
Right, man.
Where did this all start?
Dude, so for me, in photography, videography standpoint, career, it really goes back to when I was in high school. My dad surprisingly had a huge following on YouTube for making metal detecting videos. Kind of crazy. I think he has almost 20,000 subscribers on YouTube still to today. So I'd always see him cutting up videos and doing his thing. Had some pretty nice cameras, but nothing really professional. And then I got into high school and I was interested in taking a class called video broadcast. Shout out to Miss Jonna Cochran. She taught me how to edit videos, spice them up. Started out with just making our morning news show over at TL Hanna in Anderson, where I grew up. I was also a really big baseball player, and I had a scholarship to go play at Clemson. So I went into college. I was going to be a business major. The video stuff was a good hobby, but there was no money in doing videos, and I just didn't think it was the best thing for me to do as a major. So I was going to play baseball, be a business major. Did that for my first 3 years at Clemson. Ended up, I was a pitcher. Ended up tearing my labrum after my sophomore year. Tried to rehab it, tried to really come back from it, but unfortunately never really got back to 100%, never really got healthy again to play. So at that point I was really just kind of searching for something to do with my spare time, and I was always like, man, I'm so creative, I want to do stuff. So I picked up my dad's old camera and started just taking pictures. I was going out on hikes and stuff around the upstate, going to waterfalls, just taking pictures, and from there people started, you should post these on the website, you should post these on Instagram. So I started just putting stuff out there. And that slowly turned into, kind of a thing. And I was like, I might start making some videos too, just why not? This is before video really started becoming a thing.
Yeah.
So I had my, dad's old little Canon. I was taking some videos, and I actually was doing good enough that my senior year, I got an internship with Clemson to take pictures for one of the magazines on campus and make some videos for them. So they let me use all their equipment. I learned a ton through their program, and that really helped me out a ton. Still, I was a business major, so I was like, it's a great hobby still, but I'm going to go get a sales job out of college and do that thing. So I worked 2 years in sales. That's why I moved to Greenville, and I was still doing the video stuff on the side, just for fun, not even making money off of it. And it grew to get enough attention that I had some friends reach out to me and say, hey, can you shoot a wedding for us? Like, your videos look cool on Instagram. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I almost didn't even do it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I want to get into this. Like, that's just a lot of work. I don't really have time. So I shot one wedding for my friends from high school and college. And after I did that one, it kind of blew up. And next thing you know, I had 15 weddings booked my first year, and started working with Ben Bulwer's gym, the Junkyard in Anderson. That was one of my first clients for like making, corporate videos, I guess you would say. And then this was, let me say it again, this was in 2018. So this was not even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And within 2 years, it's grown into this huge, crazy thing. And just from word of mouth and, having people give me opportunities. So just thankful for how it's got to where it is now.
And your videos crush it, like compared to anyone that I've seen.
I appreciate
and
that.
it's like that I think it's that down in the dirt like mentality. Like we were talking about some things before we came up here
Yeah.
on camera, and we're like, you know, how'd you learn how to do this? You were like, I don't know, I just jumped in, and after
Yeah.
a year, it was there.
Well, I think that's the advantage that, you know, I'm not saying people that have schooling are at a disadvantage, but I learned to create with the style that's my style.
Yeah.
You know, I've never had someone tell me this is how you have to do it.
Yeah.
I created and I learned the way that I wanted to create. So I think that's why I have a pretty unique style, and you know, that's why I always try to keep getting better, is that, you know, just teach myself new things every day.
And it gets a lot of attention. That style does. I mean, it's like in your face, boom.
Yeah, 100%. I try to, you know, make things as cinematic as possible. I tell people, like, that's my style, cinematic with some flash and just good quality. And if you add some humor in there, you know, I got some guys on my team, especially, you know, Sam Beasley. He's a funny guy. They're coming for us, man. But yeah, we try to add some humor in too.
He's right here.
Yeah, we try to add some humor in too, and we found it's a good recipe to get attention and really rack up some views.
So if you know Welltail, you know Sam, right? So at what point did you and Sam mesh in together and start this?
Yeah, so I was doing the whole thing pretty much on my own from 2018 into 2019. I met Sam actually playing softball together. He needed someone to come play on his softball team, and I, of course, had the baseball background. I said, yeah, I'll come play some softball, and had no idea he had any background in, you know, doing video editing or whatever. I just knew he played baseball in college, so we had that in common. And he said, yeah, I actually used to do our morning news show in high school, and I've made some videos for some classes in college. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, let me see some of them. And like, they turned out awesome. I said, dude, you want to start helping me out with some stuff? I kind of got my hands full with editing and whatnot, and that, you know, quickly turned into something where he was doing some stuff part-time, and you know, from there it quickly turned into him, you know, joining the team full-time. So we're definitely excited to have him on the team, and he adds the element that really just takes it to the next level.
Yeah, really creative.
100%.
So what about, do you guys have anybody else helping you out, or is it just you two?
The way we treat it is we're the first, like, only people that do it like full time, but we have some editors that we kind of contract out, or if we have a job where we can't go to make it to a wedding or something, we'll contract people to go do certain jobs for us. It really just depends on the situation.
Yeah, so, and I mean, from that standpoint too, like, you've got a lot of guys out there like Gary V, Grant Cardone, people like that who 100%. Are pushing the video thing, and it's almost, I mean, since that's become a thing, have more business owners been seeking you out as opposed to you guys or how does that
look? And I'll be straight up and honest, and this is something we're very thankful of. We've never really had to make a cold call. We've never really had to pick up the phone and say, hey, we want your business, mainly because the fact we kind of paved the whole, you know, path of creating videos and creating them for businesses to create content to be engaging, and people saw the work we've been doing, and word of mouth, and that's what we've been able to be lucky enough to do, is people just reach out to us and want us to come create content for them. Yeah,
and then so I mean, so let's look at the local business owner. Like, what's the biggest hurdle that they have with going out and doing something like this you've seen?
Yeah, I think the biggest hurdle is just buying in.
Yeah.
Especially with business owners that have been in business for so long and never really had to do it. They've relied on traditional advertisement, whether it be radio or, you know, billboards or newspaper ads, and I think the way media is changing nowadays and social media is becoming so big, if you're not innovating with the times, that's the hurdle they're facing. They're not willing to make the changes to invest into changing how they advertise. And I think that business owners have to realize, hey, let's make this change. Like, let's innovate, let's buy in, and that's how they're going to see the success come with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what does Welltail look like in 2020? What's the big goal that you guys have?
Yeah,
this
100%. So the way when people ask me what we do, I tell them we're a video production company.
Yeah.
We really have a footprint in Greenville, mainly because that's where we started. We do, you know, Charleston, because we do a lot of weddings in Charleston. That was really what started the business, was doing wedding videos, which really was what allowed me to go full time with it. And you know, that's really the propeller of it all. And then along with that, working with small business owners and working with corporates, you know, working with tourism companies like Visit Greenville, those have been companies that have helped us grow, you know, our brand. And then somehow we started working with, musicians in Nashville and creating music videos and creating all kinds of content for those guys. And at the end of the day, I don't want us to be one-dimensional. I want us to be everything. I want us to be able to say, hey, if you need video work done, look at our portfolio, we've done it. And I think that's how I always want to keep it. There's no reason for us to find one niche, because if you can be good at everything, you might as well be able to provide that to any client or customer that would want content made.
Yeah. And there's really nothing more powerful than a good video that really, there's nothing, you can write a post, you can shoot, you can have a photo and put some captions on it and say, hey, call us for this, but nobody knows until you put it out there why you do what you do,
right,
how you feel about what you do, and like your demeanor, like everything about you is portrayed in a video.
Yeah, and I think also the power of sharing videos is they're easily shareable on social media. I mean, there's a reason why, you may only have 4,000 Facebook followers that or follow your page, or even less, but the fact that it can be shared so many times, you can reach, who knows how many people. And I think that's the power of social media and video altogether, is that it's really, there's no limits on how many people can be impacted on a piece of content.
That's exactly right. And whenever you go back, this is going to be the cool thing.
Yeah.
We're going to watch this video a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
And the arrow of both of our businesses is going to be this direction.
It's crazy you say that, because I did a very similar thing, kind of get off topic a little bit, a very similar kind of podcast thing with one of our clients, Bob Tompkins, about a year ago. I just started going full time with this, and he just started making videos. This before we did any of his viral videos, anything like that. And we said, man, like, what are our goals? Honestly, the same kind of conversation we're having. And we went back and watched it a couple weeks ago, and it's just crazy that everything we talked about and everything that we were trying to do literally happened. And it's just a testament to that this is real. Like, social media, advertising, video content, it's here and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and then you couple somebody like your video skills with Sam's content skills.
100%.
It's game over.
Yeah, dude. At the end of the day, you provide value, and people, if it's informational, entertaining, those are some of the biggest things people take away from value.
Yeah.
And if you try to be boring and just be, there's no value there, then people aren't going to engage in it. So we try to take an approach to make sure people are engaged, receive some kind of value from it, and they want to share it with, friends, family, whoever may want to watch it.
Yeah. Behind every successful business, there's a guy who's got this caring enthusiasm. It's a foundation. Like, whenever you speak to that person, you can literally feel it. And that's, like, I've been around so many different business owners, and you have those business owners who just own a business to own a business.
Right.
There's really nothing behind it. And then you get in a room with those that have that caring enthusiasm, and I see it with you guys, and like there's a couple other people, but everyone who has that, in my opinion, is going this route of starting to do this video and do it to a serious degree, and they're just getting their message out there way faster than anyone else.
It's the easiest way to do it nowadays, and like I said earlier, if you're not jumping on that wagon and you're not trying to take advantage of it, you're really just you're hurting yourself in the long run.
Yeah. And it's honestly priceless.
Oh, 100%.
You can't put
the cool thing too is, you have a piece of content, you may put it out one week, but it's not going anywhere. It's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
So like, you can continue to get views, you can continue to get any kind of like interaction with it for as long as you have it going on,
Yeah.
So where a billboard or a magazine post, they may see it one time and it's, never gonna look at it again. If it's on the internet, 5 years from now, it's still going to be there. You can still go look at it. So it's definitely a cool thing. And I think why you say we're so excited about it and we're so passionate about it is that this is our hobby. Like, it wasn't like we said, hey, we're going to start a video company. We just did this for fun and, try to do a good job with it, and really just kind of stumbled into it. And I was like, man, like, we can really turn this into a business. Like, we really can. And from that standpoint, try to take things a little more serious from a business standpoint, and really just try to grow the company to provide value. And now we're here, and trying to just take it one day at a time.
That's awesome, man. So, and people, I I think other businesses, the biggest pitfall they have is, oh, I'm not the polished guy. Oh, I can't do any of this right. And literally, we're sitting right below where we're sitting right now, and Samantha and I are laughing, fumbling, like just talking. And I mean, and it's that underlying caring enthusiasm that we have to get the message out.
Right.
That's gonna carry through. Like, we'll get through it. We'll get it done. You don't have to be like this superstar.
No, you aren't. People are attracted to authenticity.
Yep.
They want to be able to work with people and buy from people that they can relate to, and they're authentic. If you watch something or see somebody that's being portrayed as something that they may not be themselves, like, it's gonna be shady. You don't want to trust that person, maybe.
Absolutely.
So I always stress the clients and the people, be yourself, be authentic, and at the end of the day, people are gonna buy from people. I tell musicians, be yourself. Like, people are gonna listen to your music and they're gonna want to engage in your content. If you're yourself, you can relate to people. At the end of the day, that's what you have to provide to your potential clients and viewers or whoever it may be.
That's awesome, man. So,
dude, you're the man, man.
Hey, you're the man. So we're excited. Look, this is Roof Talks V2. I mean, and we're starting it with the guy right here. So it's gonna be awesome. Like,
dude,
I have
wait,
chills
man.
right now.
Dude, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be awesome. Lots of big things coming. We're excited for this partnership, and yeah, let's get it rolling. Oh, there we go.
But anyway,
Stay
we're gonna
safe
close
out
it out
here.
like
Oh
this.
man,
the Corona is around. But hey, make sure you guys stay safe, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.